Hey everybody, Grayson here from Poke Profit. End of week market update, sealed products, singles and slabs, over $1,000 USD. Before we get into the video, I want to give a shout out to today's video sponsor. It is the Arcane Archive on eBay. They've sold over 11,000 items, 100% positive feedback. They're going to be your one-stop shop for everything Pokemon, One Piece, Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, Gundam, and a couple other TCGs. They do buy it nows and auctions. If you want to sell them your collection as well, they're always buying. They offer really competitive rates. I'll leave a link to their Instagram in the description down below if you do want to sell them something. And I'll also leave a link to the eBay store if you want to check them out. So thank you to the Arcane Archive for sponsoring the video. But let's get into this, starting off with sealed product as always. Supreme Victors here. This is going to be a check lane blister. The Rayquaza artwork here. $1,025 on auction. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to title this video, but I do want to say we have a lot of slabs to get through. So some of these might feel like rapid fire, but there are some very massive sales that we do need to get to in the video. So stay tuned for those. But after that check lane PCTB of $151, $1,200, they've been fairly steady in this range, fairly consistent sales. Same thing with Paldean Fates, the booster bundle displays. This one sold $1,626. These are between $1,600 and $1,625. Prismatic, this booster bundle display, $1,949. This is starting to creep up a little bit. So these were in that $1,700 range, maybe $1,650 on a bad day. We're starting to see a couple sales now, $1,850, $1,900. So keep an eye on these booster bundle displays. $151, $2,000 exactly. Not too much to say here. There's a lot of 151 booster bundles and the displays still out there. A lot of these were printed. And also you got to remember, it hasn't been that long since the last real restock of these, like late 2024, early 2025, at least in Canada. That's when Walmart got a ton of them. You guys in the States, you might have had a couple other restocks in 2025. Moving on, we do have one sale by the Arcane Archive here. Prismatic ETB cases. They've sold 17 of these, 3 more available, $2,049.88. Keep an eye on Prismatic ETB cases, guys. I don't think that they're going to jump up overnight. We've talked about this multiple times. I do still believe we got a while to go before all of these reprinted products make their way through the market. But once that's done, Prismatic stocks to the moon. But after that, we have Ascended Heroes. This is a booster bundle case, $2,601 there, over $100 per booster bundle inside. Evolving Skies booster box, $2,700. Definitely not the mintiest box either. I guess it comes with one of those flimsy acrylics or plastic outer protective boxes. I saw a sale at $2,900 as well. I saw a sale as low as, I want to say like $2,450, $2,500. So I picked this one because it's somewhere in the middle of those. Then after that, Destined Rivals. This is the European reprint of the booster box cases, or maybe it was the original wave. Yeah, I guess not for retail before May 30th. So this was from original wave. That said, a lot of Destined Rivals is starting to make its way from Europe and other parts of the world over to North America because there is such an opportunity to buy those boxes cheap in Europe right now. So if you guys do want Destined, probably one of the best places to look. After that, we have a sealed ETB case of Paldean Fates, $4,750. Insane how much these have run up over the past couple of years. We also have a booster box case of Lost Origin, $4,751. A little bit less than $800 per booster box inside. Ancient Origins, $6,525. Then we have a Plasma Storm ETB here. We've actually covered this exact ETB with the rip on the front and the price tag. So I'm guessing the last time buyer didn't pay. Hopefully they'll pay this time around $10,000. These old ETBs, guys, are getting quite expensive. And then we have a first edition Shadowless base set PSA 10 pack. It's been graded $10,800. It's always funky to see these. I know some people don't like these, but I think they look cool and they are decent display pieces. So I understand why some people want to pick them up. And then after that, we have a Plasma Blast booster box, $11,997 coming with an acrylic. Looks to be in really good condition there. Team Up, this is a massive sale too. Of course, it's through Probstein, $12,785. Box looks like it's very minty. There's no excessive buildup on the seals, and also the front and back of the box look really nice. So I understand why this would go for a premium, but this is over 20% above average sale price right now, at least for Team Up. So a little bit high there. And then after that, we have a Luigi box, I believe $15,300. We have a booster box case of Evolving. This also went high, $19,169.69. That's over 3K per box inside. I saw another booster box case sell, I want to say it's 16 or 17. So that seemed a little bit more normal to me. We also have a Mario box here, $31,181. And the final sealed item of the video, we have another one of these Japanese 2013, the 15th anniversary. I believe these were from the Pokemon Center in Japan. So really cool Pikachu promo inside, $31,300. And before we go any further, if you guys enjoy this type of content, I'd really appreciate if you leave a like on the video. It does help out a ton. Subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already. Goal is 20K this year. Hopefully we can get there. Thank you guys so much for the support. Hopping back into this, we're going to start off with Mega Lopunny and Jigglypuff GX from Cosmic Eclipse, PSA 10, $1,103. You're going to see a lot of these Tag Team GX cards showing up in this video, and a lot of them selling for all-time highs or near all-time highs. This one in particular, 822 pop, not very high at all. Moving on, Pikachu EX from Surging Sparks, $1,125 in a 10. We also have the Chinese exclusive Cubone that's selling for over $1,300 now consistently. This sale went for $1,301. I saw another one at $1,326. It's a beautiful artwork. I love it. PSA 10 pop, already over 7,500 though, and a fairly high gem rate. So we'll see what happens with a lot of those cards. Victini, this is the BWR from Black Bolt, $1,430 there. Then after that, we have Mewtwo EX, the SR from Destined Rivals, $1,526. And after the Mewtwo, we're going to go to another Pikachu card, Pikachu EX from Ascended Heroes, the little bit derpy looking one in my opinion, but still $1,575 in a 10. Sylveon EX from Prismatic, $1,700 here in a 10. This card is definitely starting to run. This was around $1,000, $1,100 for a while. It makes sense in my opinion. You know, when you look at a lot of these evolutions from Prismatic, they have fairly low pops. When you think about how much Prismatic's been opened, kind of shocking they're not a little bit higher. So we'll see what happens with the Sylveon, the Leafeon, maybe even the Jolteon, Vaporeon, Glaceon, who knows. Some of those could do very well over the next year or two. Then after that, we have a sequential set of PSA 10s. These are from the First Partner Illustration Series 1. Squirtle, Bulbasaur, Charmander, $1,800 for the trio. And then after that, we have an ungraded copy of Umbreon EX from Prismatic, $1,826, getting very close to the 2K mark here. Card looks like it's in really good condition, which maybe that's playing a role in the price there. Someone's probably going to be sending that off for grading. Then we have a Pikachu and Zekrom GX. This is a promo card, I believe, from the Sun Moon era, $2,010. The pop on this is fairly high, 5,067, fairly high relative for the Sun and Moon era. And then we have Mega Dragonite EX from Ascended Heroes, $2,025 in a 10. This card has been in this range for a while. We also have an update on the Zard SIR from Phantasmal, $2,375 in a 10. PSA 10 pop, though, this is kind of the more important thing, I think, right now, up to 22,416. So we're going to continue keeping an eye on that. Blastoise and Piplup GX, we don't see this show up too often, $2,430 in a 10. There's only 1,500 of these, more or less, out there in existence. Slowpoke and Psyduck GX, another one of these tag team cards, $2,750. This is from Unified Minds, and the pop on this fairly close to 1,500 to 1,400 Then after that, Rayquaza VMAX from Evolving Skies. This actually sold from Australia for 4,100 Australian, which is approximately $2,890 USD. Then we have Pikachu, Van Gogh Pikachu, of course, $2,951, multiple sales in this range on a weekly basis. Mega Gengar SIR from Ascended, $3,100. Again, it's been in this range for a while. Giratina V, $3,100 as well, and 1 cent. That is important to point out. Pop on this still below 10,000, and I think in terms of card price, it's been in this range too for at least the past couple of weeks. Bubble Mew now up to around 37, 3,800. This one sold for $3,718 to be exactly, and PSA 10 Pop did just crack 16,000, heading towards 16.1K. Moonbreon from Evolving, PSA 10. You guys know, I'm going to harp on it. If you're a small seller, you're trying to sell your cards on Facebook, eBay, it really doesn't matter where, you got to take good photos. I mean, the whole slab's not even cropped in the photo. There's glare on it. Just take better photos. You're probably going to get more for your card. Either way, $4,300 here in a 10. Magikarp, $4,450, continuing to slowly creep upwards. The PSA 10 Pop still below 4,000 on this, so it's not a very high pop card considering it's from the SV era. Then we have Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia PSA 10, $5,500. Fairly large sale here. Pop on this a little bit over 1,600. Umbreon EX in a 10. We saw the ungraded copy sell for over 1,800. The graded copy 5,800, getting fairly close to 6,000 there. The pop on this is a little bit higher, almost 5,600. So compared to the other evolutions, but I guess it kind of makes sense. You'd think that more people would send off a $1,000, $1,500 card for grading compared to a card that was $200 to $300, maybe $400 in the Sylveon, Leafeon, etc. So that makes sense. Shaman EX, $6,100. This is from Roaring Skies. PSA 10 pop on this is 51. Total pop is 514. So slightly less than a 10% gem rate there. Then we have the Raikou and Suicune. This is from Unleashed, and this sold for $6,600. There are only 19 copies of this card in a 10 in existence. Total population as well, sub 1,667. They just didn't make a ton of the Heart Gold and Soul Silver era, but some of these cards really unique, really interesting to look at. I understand why people are paying a premium on some of these. Then after that, Forest Pikachu. Everybody loves this card. BGS 10 Pristine, $6,900 there. Then after that, Charizard GX from Burning Shadows, $6,916. Pop is $834. Gardevoir and Sylveon GX from Unbroken Bonds, $7,600 in a PSA 10. Massive sale here. PSA 10 pop below 1.8K. So just not a ton of these out there. Gengar Mimikyu, $8,600, 2,050 pop there. So you guys are seeing a lot of these Sun and Moon cards. I mean, maybe on the high side, we're talking about 2,000, 2,200 of them in existence. Sure, the promos are maybe 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 pop, but it's clear that some people who are maybe worried about investing in modern Pokemon because there's massive pops are looking at some of these slabs and feeling pretty good about them because there just aren't tens of thousands in existence. But after that, speaking of something where there's not tens of thousands in existence, we have a BGS 10 Black Label of the Rayquaza VMAX Trainer Gallery card from Silver Tempest, $9,200 on auction. Massive sale there. Sylveon EX, $10,000 exactly. This is from Generations, the Radiant Collection. 298 of these in existence. Total pops over 9K. So we're looking at what, like a 3.3, 3.4% gem rate, 3.2 maybe even on that card. Very, very difficult to grade. Reshiram and Zekrom GX from Cosmic. This has a PSA 10 pop less than 1.2K, and it sold for $10,099.99 on auction through DC Sports. And we got about a dozen cards to get through here. Another Black Label of the Megazard UPC promo, $14,000 exactly, which I want to say is in line with what the last sale was that we at least covered on the channel. Lovebirds in a 10, $15,500. I saw another sale at 16.8K. I think I saw one as high as like 19,002, but that was from a seller that didn't have perfect feedback. So this might be a little bit conservative. Maybe this card's pushing towards 17, 18,000 as we speak. But then after that, Luigi Pikachu in a 10, $17,000 there. Then we have another black label. This is the Pikachu Chinese exclusive, $20,000 exactly, guys. These Chinese exclusives absolutely popping off. Then we have an Umbreon Gold Star from Pop Series 5 PSA 8, $23,009.80. By the way, did anyone see the leaks today of the Umbreon and Espeon cards for the 30th anniversary? It looks like in Japanese, they're putting them in collection boxes or some type of special box. I don't know what they're going to be in English, but I know one thing's for sure. Those are going to be very expensive cards, and whatever product those cards come in, you should probably have some exposure to them. Mario Pikachu, $29,000. We did cover the sale of the sealed box earlier on the vid, which I think was 31,000. Yeah, $31,181. Pretty big sale there. And then just a couple more here. Black Label Mewtwo GX, $75,100 through Ryan's Card House. I think the buyer of this, his name's Collector CEO, I believe, or something on Instagram. I was reading a comment, and I'm pretty sure they said they were surprised at how little they paid. They almost thought they were going to need to pay more or something on this. But either way, huge sale there. Not the largest one of the week, though. We have a PSA 10 Charizard Legendary Collection Reverse Foil. This is also an NBA Gold Pop 1, apparently. Only one of these in existence. $140,100 USD. And even that was not the largest sale of the week because, of course, we had the Black Label Bubble Mew NBA Black Diamond Pop 1 that sold 181K. But you guys know, if you watched the live stream today with Alex, didn't actually sell for this much. It sold for $236,544. Alex couldn't bid, reached out to everyone involved afterwards. They figured out the issue, got it resolved. He paid the $236,544 record sale on this card. That's all I wanted to get to in this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below what was your favorite auction of the week. And again, go show some love to the Arcane Archive. Great to work with if you are looking to sell part of your collection. With all that said, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.